stop being evasive. My guys kill a Cardinal and you and this pylon light up like chalk.
Of course.
Right. Let's have a look at Earth, but we're not gonna wait much longer.
You mean you've absorbed both the backlash of
Did we
elemental
also
energy
not explain
and
the Earth
from
mechanics
the
until we do the
label?
pre-event?
Would you
No.
prefer the released power flow
I mean, it would be a
Earth
pretty
is
good
different.
explanation
or
for
with
experience.
Earth makes no sense if you haven't done it before.
Well, no, the pre-event
What I
explains
would
it, basically.
prefer is that you let me help you. Allies share information, or they
You
lose.
tread upon Adashim's sacred soil.
+4 mastery level, yay! Rift
This is
repair good.
now power favored this fight. So get on your power DPS.
I'm staying on Firebrand, you can't force me.
Well, yeah, you're using stand your ground, so that's good.
What do you mean?
Well, stability, dude.
I have Tome, I don't use stand your ground, I just use Tome.
Whatever you use.
I like.
Oh, you can kill it now, by the way. You can kill it.
What's going on here? No, you can't.
Just yes,
There you go. Now you can.
you can DPS it from 100% already. You don't need to wait.
Just kill it.
Like most people kill it after one pillar is down.
Our power will shake the very mountains.
Your alliance with Kadim is tearing
Alright.
the city apart.
So if
So
you
this
die, you're
was
gonna end up
more
here,
technical than anything
and you're not
else.
gonna be able to see anything at all.
Rebuild.
Ah. Ah. Or go wide.
Okay. Let's see. Where's Ray? Ray, where are you? Get down. Okay, you're getting this. Where's the next healer?
I'm over here. I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Arrow.
Do I need to go on Boomsy for this?
You don't have to. You have because I'm tanking. I'm on a Chrono anyway. Unless you want to tank, then yeah.
Don't have the toughness for it.
Yep, then just see the fight first.
Alright.
Let's see. Are you on Greatsword or are you on Focus? Sky.
Focus.
Okay.
Piggly, come to me.
You want the reflectory?
No, I would like to put you on Totem duty. And that would require you to have a Greatsword. Let's see, I have 3 people, I need 2 more. Who's range DPS? Raise your hand.
I can take one.
Okay, no. Alright, one more. No will. Alright. So, who hasn't done this fight before? Actually, it doesn't matter. Most people didn't do it.
By the way, I think it's best if the markers like match, otherwise it might confuse people.
They do match.
Well, they do not match for me, so.
Hmm? What are you talking about?
The five
I mean,
positions...
I'm on the left most, so I should be.
No,
start,
the 5
not back.
positions are just the order. Where we're standing right now, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at the start.
I mean, it doesn't matter for me. I'm just saying that it might help people that are new to the fight.
So like arrow always goes for the one that's furthest.
Hello, we're talking about useless fucking shit, so stop. Okay, I'm starting with a fight. So, basically, what you see right here are 5 pillars. And these pillars, they need to be taken down. How do we do this? The boss will, like, spin and shoot projectiles at every player. And a pillar is taken down by 2 shots from the boss. So that means 2 players per pillar. And this is how we engage the fight. So we have 2 players on each pillar, and these players are buddies. So they will always be together, these 2. Which means Ray, you're over here, and Nox, you have to go somewhere else.
Nox, be my friend.
Because I need to start tanking over here. Okay. So basically, whoever is standing next to you is your buddy. Mine is Ray, for example, and Nox one's is Pat. You have to remember who you're with, okay? Because what happens here is, once we take down the pillars at the start by having 2 players behind it, we will then place these pillars manually throughout the whole fight until the boss is dead, over and over and over again. How does the placing work? Basically, I gave 5 of you a marker, which matches the marks that you see in the north of the map. The players that have the marker need to stand furthest from the boss, and then they get an AoE below them. And your job is, when you have that AoE below you, you need to move somewhat in the direction of your marker. So for example, Ray, your star. When you're got the thingy below you, you move towards the star symbol. And it's not a special action key, it drops based on time. So when you see it drops, then you need to move away, because if you stand up on top of it, you're dead. Like, it instantly kills you. It's still it's a long time, so you don't need to worry about it. So basically just, you get it, you move to your marker, you drop it, and you move back to the stack. And then the boss will do blind everyone, and we will need to move behind our pillars. And that's where you need to remember who you are with. So for example, I will always move where Ray is. Nox is always going to move where Pat is. Bloggo is always going to move together with Exploring. Okay? So the people that don't have markers, they need to remember which marker they are following. Okay? And this is basically the whole mechanic. It happens throughout the whole fight, and that's the only thing that we need to learn here. There's a couple of things that you need to know about the fight aside from that though. For example, when we need to move to the pillars, the boss will blind you if you look at them. If you know Fractal 100, the last boss
Shattered
fight,
Observatory. It's all of the boss fight for Shattered.
the boss will blind you if you look in the eye. Here there's no eye above the boss, but you're still not supposed to look at the boss. So when we move to the pillars, move with your back towards the boss, so he doesn't blind you, because that blind is actually like for a set time. Even if you hit once, it still doesn't disappear. So that's a major DPS loss if you get hit by it, okay? So just move with your back towards that, and then you're safe. That's pretty much all the mechanics during the fight. There are phases, 3 of them, 75%, 50%, and 25%. The phases are fairly easy. So what happens is the boss becomes untargetable, and if you know Saboth's flamethrower, that's going to happen here too. So the boss is going to spawn a flamethrower in 2 directions, north and south. So in this case it would be in the direction of Heart and where I'm standing. And this flamethrower is going to go counterclockwise around the arena, 1 full turn, and then the next phase starts. This is really chill. All you have to do is run not even close to the center because the water is really slow. You can walk almost on the outside slowly and just like chill, right? Sometimes there's a gap, then you need to glide or jump over it. But aside from that, you just walk away from it. After that, we gather on one of the symbol in the north, generally square. Okay? What happens then is 2/4 hands spawn. 4 hands on the lower percentages, 2 hands at the first phase. So these hands, they are annoying, and we need, like, 1 hand is giving us more, like, makes us take more damage, while the other hand throws projectiles and generally just fucks us in the ass. Because these projectiles knock you back, and you might get knocked off the edge, and then you are very fucked. what we want for this is stability and range projectile reflection. So Chronos, for example, you sadly take focus. And you take reflect. But Chronos are not enough because we don't have we need more than just the Chronos. So whoever has projectile destruction, reflection, take it all. Whoever has stability, it would be nice to have around 2 stability users, because we need it like multiple times. If you have even more, then that's fine too. Later on I will call out for it when we need it. But yeah. So when we gather on the square, put on some range projectile reflections so we are safe. What we do there is we DPS down one hand, and then we just move to the next hand, DPS that down, move to the next hand, GG.
We GG at that point?
Yeah, we GG at that point.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Once every hand is dead, the boss phases, and then it's back to normal. So we're just in the normal phase where we place the pillars. The platform is changing just a little bit. So like sometimes there's like more open spaces, but that's like not an issue. You just need to like adjust a bit. Yeah. There's something that is a bit more complicated. We can do it later. Yeah, I think we do that later. Let's get some practice. So yeah, Chronos, take your focus pull. And at the start, as you can see, most people are on a mount. You can avoid the initial damage if you are on a mount. So mount up and ready check.
You need to be behind the pillar.
Okay, so now I pull it. And now you stand behind the pillar.
Live to see Kadim's dominion, or mine.
Oh yeah, and you guys stack north. So the opposite side of where I'm tanking. So there you could see the 5 pillars. You don't need to place them exactly on those spots, that's just like for reference, okay? But good job, anyway. Okay, this is... oh, there's actually an eye, yeah. This is the AoE where we walk behind, and where you don't look. Okay.
It's like 2 pillars are still up.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove them. Don't worry about this doesn't really do
I'll
anything
get
to you.
Oh, that's bad.
Because someone placed on the whole raid. That is not good, by the way. Ah, I died. Look behind your respective pillars. If you ever happen to get one of these, don't panic and just place it away from the raid. The worst thing you can do is place it on the raid. Okay,
Alright, don't
it's
stand in the middle.
phased. So don't stand north, otherwise you get fucked by the flame wall. Move! Ray! Don't AFK!
Like, you're
I
more
think-
in danger of walking
I'm
into
just
the flame wall
dumbass.
than the flame wall hitting you.
And now we go
That's
to
how
square.
Yeah, I had.
Dodge backwards now.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you avoid that with the damage. And we buff up here. And get the range projectile reflection going. Burn your phantasms if you have them. Placed on your feet, like all that fancy stuff. And back to the boss. Behind the pillars.
Dead.
Yep, we're dead.
Slightly worse than 2. Oh no. Oh.
So after this try, I'm gonna explain some more stuff, some other strategies that are
Should
commonly
never have
used
3
for this
people on a
boss.
pillar.
Don't face tank to the flame wall.
It's not even a flame wall, it's just dirt.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, I'm not getting any healing. You can avoid these hits too, by the way, these waves that are coming. Oh yeah, GG.
Might benefit from...
So for the chrono, the reflect, you need to make sure the temporal curtain doesn't reflect if you place it between the hand and the group. You need to place it either on top of the group or not at all, because the rocks fly over the curtain for some reason. So it needs to be straight on the groups, so it reflects. And kind of what I do is, like, I DPS on one hand and place a phantasm, and also place a curtain. And when we kill that hand, when we move to the next hand, I reset my phantasm, walk in front of that hand, and place the next phantasm. But it's really not enough. So like other classes like Scourges, they should all take the Plague, whatever it's called, that destroys projectiles. Yeah, the corrosive poison cloud. You guys need to take that. And just help with like protecting us from all that bullshit. Oh yeah, yeah, that would be good. Then let's have another go. Additionally, one more mechanic. If people die, you can stack pillars. Stacking pillars means when 2 pillars are dead, we can stack 2 pillars together, and then only 4 of them spawn. Because when they're next to each other, they don't trigger. Oh, they do trigger. One of them gets destroyed. I mean, sorry. Here you can like dodge backwards to avoid that damage. So that wave does hit a bit. Okay, it phased. Don't like just run away from the flame wall. It's really slow, as you can see. And then get back to square. So we can already stand here. We're not getting hit by it. Here you can dodge backwards to avoid the incoming wave if it exists. Place a phantasm if you have it.
Ooh, okay, we lost a wall.
Okay, 2 players stay close. Will and Nox, you guys stay close and suicide. Just so I don't die. If I die, we have an issue.
I can revive you if you stay close.
Oh, I died.
Nobody
Oh,
went to mine.
Yeah, this is the issue where you can't stay on my pillar. So I'm not allowed to die here. Oh yeah, we can slightly stand behind it. It's a bit close, but yeah.
Ow.
Okay, the boss is phasing in 1%-ish. So we can just DPS. Don't get hit by this wall.
He's doing the wall.
And don't forget to get back to square. Here you can dodge backwards to avoid the damage. Place down the curtain and spawn a phantasm. See, it gets reflected. Also, wall of reflection is nice. So now, earlier I said I want some stability. I'm gonna call for it when we cross, okay? So, stability now. Stability. And Aegis if you have that, that's also good. And the curtain.
Yeah.
Okay, spawn phantasm on this end. And Reswell. Move quickly to the other side of the boss because I'm tanking where you're coming from right now. Okay, move behind the pillars. Move behind it. Here we need to adjust a bit.
Yeah.
The square group needs to move one further. Yeah, that was good. The boss is phasing in a couple of percent. We can probably DPS it. 1% phased. Get some healing on our Necro in the corner. And don't forget, where's next? Alright, onto the square. You can dodge backwards here. Place the curtain. This.
Magic pillar.
Alright, so stability now. Move to the other side of the boss very fast, because it's going to attack where you're traveling.
Oh, there's no jump.
Okay, move behind the pillars.
Okay, let's touch that.
I died. Okay, that's
A
it.
little bit.
Yeah, that would basically be now the end of the fight. We just DPS it down to 0 and that's it. We need to make sure that we die a bit less here. We're face tanking a lot of the damage. So as I said, when you move behind your pillar, the boss does like a wave. You have a lot of time to go back to your pillar. So what you can do is you can just dodge it real quick. Like just dodge it to the side, anywhere, and then move behind your pillar again.
Also, make sure
But you
you're
don't
behind
need
the
to
front
take that
pillar,
damage.
because I noticed a lot of the time there was at least one pillar still up, even when we had all 10 people alive.
What else? There was one more thing. 1 second. The people that try to get the pillar, like the 5 furthest players, you guys are standing very far away. You're still supposed to be on the stack, by the way. You're just supposed to be further away on the stack, okay? So, as an example, everyone that is not supposed to be furthest stands inside of the boss hitbox. They don't stand at melee range, they stand inside of the hitbox. And the players that have to take the furthest 5 positions, they stand in melee range, okay? Good.
Come then. You won't live to see Kadim's dominion. Or mine.
So exploring, you're not supposed to take one, but you're not inside of the boss right now. So you need to move inside of the boss. Okay. Behind your pillars, try to dodge this.
Swarm, please get behind yours. It's supposed to be with Lurgo.
So, 3 of them are gonna have to move. They're not gonna be on where you think.
Okay,
so
we
it didn't
faced
matter.
it.
Not to worry.
Risen about the cardinals of water and fire. There is no more than check.
Okay, don't forget, dodge backwards to avoid a bit of damage. Right here, now.
Why only backwards forward?
Well, I mean, you can also go forward, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, you keep telling me to go backwards.
Well, if you're facing where the hand is going to spawn, dodging backwards gives you iframes that cross the attack rather than possibly having iframes that move away from the attack and then you still get hit.
Exploring, you on the wrong side.
Stop! Stop! I don't have life force.
Wait. 2 people need to kill themselves. No, 1 guy needs to kill themselves. 1 guy stand on the boss so I don't die.
Dead.
Oh, Phillips is not be that guy.
I volunteer.
Good, thanks. Like, we can res you. It's just important that it's not me that dies because then I'm dead in the stack of players. Which is hard to res when the boss is attacking me. Behind.
I feel like this fight is harder with 9 players than it is with 8. Because
It's
we're always going to
fine.
have a pillar up.
So 53% the boss is going to phase very soon. Just DPS it.
Your power
Face.
play is destroying the balance.
The balance is outworn.
And don't forget squares where we meet. Okay, get the stabilities ready. Now, stability. Good job. 10 for importance. Look at all that reflect, I'm proud. Okay. Move to the other side of the boss. Don't stand on the tank side. I need a bit of healing. I'm at 2k HP right now. Okay, thanks. That's enough.
You will be blinded by the brilliance of my rise.
If we're going hugging you.
Oops.
Oh no. Did that ha- oh, I got hit by the floor, that's fine.
go behind. The boss is phasing after this. In 3%. So get ready. And there we go. Phase.
With one alone can command the power.
My flesh golem does not care about the floor being missing.
Perfect. Nice. Aegis and stability. Some heals, please. Just a bit. Okay, good. Thanks. Now just focus. You will see there's a hand spawning on the outside. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Don't concern yourself with whatever that is. Okay. Go behind your pillars. Okay, we need to adjust a bit with the positions, so make sure you know where you're going. I died. Where's me quick? Thanks. Behind your pillars. Right, and now we can just DPS it to 0. Yes? Yes? Oh my
Hi
god.
guys.
I don't understand why the 3% took that long, but okay.
I was like, oh no, Nox is down. What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
You shouldn't be resing me.
I still caught up in DPS after having been unable to hit it in the first phase.
Oh, hello. I will. Have fun being in the floor.
People didn't wait for the ready check, so I got blown off into the sand at the start of the fight and couldn't hit in the first phase at all.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome though. Thanks for clear.
Hey, I have a question. So if you drop in the sand,
What did you
get
do?
stacks for the entire
I
fight.
knew it! The pylon,
Yeah,
the
you get like the
fountain,
poison
you,
stacks.
the
I don't know what they
cardinals,
do exactly,
But
didn't
they
read.
I think they
blind.
reduce your outgoing damage and increase your incoming damage.
And also you're blinded when you drop into the sun for a certain duration.
It's like
But I
5 or
didn't
10
understand
seconds.
ley
It's a
lines.
long time.
Here,
I
use
don't
this
know
flux
what
disruptor
the
on
debuff does
pylons.
exactly.
It'll break
But it
the beam's
lasts
connection
forever,
to the
basically.
I
Like,
will not see
Not sure.
Yeah, the stacking debuff lasts forever.
Yeah.
I've had it the entire fight.
Fate of Jin is not
Basically, don't drop into the sand and you're good.
Ready to do what
So are we
I
gonna
mean-
do
Kadim and save all the
Kadim Careless?
Are you?
I wouldn't have been in the sand
done
if you
was
didn't
right
start
now.
the fight before I was ready.
But I can dampen
Are there
the
any
effects
chests in
using
here?
the well of Arashid.
No.
Could we reconfigure the well to reverse the flow?
There are
and
just
drain the
like
beam of
some
power?
achievements that you can do. For example, you can dance in a pool.
Oh, the pool dancing thing is up ahead. I think you need 4 other players in it, but they don't need to do anything. I'm just gonna go stand in that if people want it.
But yeah, we're done with raids. We're not gonna do another boss, it's very late already.
Is there another monster this week?
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
Kadim.
yes.
What? No!
Here, I'll just post something in Twitch chat. There you go.
Posted something to... What? No, Kadim.
What happens if the key gets all that power and we have another Kadim on our hands?
Another Kadim on our hands. Oh no.
Deal with whatever comes after. After.
You mean like
Oh,
this
you're
one?
so cool.
This Kadim?
Oh.
What fluxes he become?
So that was it for tonight, right?
Okay,
Yes.
there need to be 5 players in here. We've got 4 right now.
But wait a second, I got some stuff to say.
You are
Nice that some of you showed up.
and a disappointment.
Pat, this is for you, because it's really difficult to reach you. Like, it's actually fucking difficult to get hold of you.
Look.
If you want to raid, I need you to sign up, okay? And I'm saying this, like, before you leave, I will put up the next raid times. This night or tomorrow morning. You see it in raid times right now, okay?
Yes.
Do you know how that works?
Yes, I will sign up.
Okay. You do that if you want to raid. I'm not going to chase you and ask you if you want to raid anymore, because that takes a lot of energy.
Look, I understand. It's just that I haven't done it before, and I'm scared that I'm gonna fuck up, right? And then everyone's
Yeah,
gonna
but we have people here that haven't done it before too.
Do you have 0 too?
And you can always blame Burgo.
Yeah, just blame Borgo.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like
Fucking Blurgo.
God damn it, Burgo.
Borgo.
kind of
Like,
anxious.
I teach raids a lot lately. I just join pugs and I end up teaching them anywhere for some fucked up reason. So it's not an issue. The raids are not necessarily difficult. But what helps the most is have people show up. Because if you have randoms, if you have pug, that makes things 10 times more difficult. Because you can't get them on voice because they don't like Discord. Like, Discord is hated by Guild Wars 2 community.
They're very scared.
Yeah. Anyway, that was just what I wanted to say to you.
I appreciate it. I'll sign up though. Hey, I also have a question. Is it cool if I like bring someone with me or something, or do they need to join the?
Doesn't matter. We have.
guild and
Yeah.
stuff?
We usually have space.
If you want someone to join, what you do is
For two.
you can invite them to the Discord. You see the Discord link in the welcome message at the very top. Like, you go to welcome, scroll down, then you see there's a Discord link. You give them the link,
Ah,
and then you tell them to go into role assignment. So from now on, you can assign the roles to yourself. For example, you can assign yourself the raid role, which you don't have at the moment yet, as well. By going there and then clicking on the reaction for raid. And you can tell that player that you want to join the same thing.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely sign up. It's just,
Yep.
a little anxious, I guess.
You don't have to be anxious. I'm a very nice guy.
Unless you fuck up, then the worst.
Unless you're
Yeah,
Blurgo.
Yes.
I mean, obviously I get pissed at certain things, right? For example, people talking over other players. I don't like that.
Yeah, goddamn Burgo.
Oh, it's not just Blago, but I'm proud of you, Corvo, because at some point you did it as well a lot. Then we said it a couple of times that you do it, and ever since you didn't do it anymore. So
And what can I say? I'm the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say humble.
Yeah.
Okay. So thanks for coming today. Nox also, thanks to you for
inviting me.
coming.
That's cool. Thanks, you guys are pretty cool.
Go.
Alright.
I'm disappointed in my Adina. I'm sad that that was the kill, because that's the one where I couldn't DPS in phase 1.
Dude, you should just watch what I did when I played with my lag. I was... I found out one thing. This is amazing. Lag is good on the air boss.
Oh yeah.
You know what happened?
If you look at my stream, not just on the airboss, but like on the on Zira, you like teleport 3 meters above where you are at some point.
What?
Yeah, there's something that's even better. So whenever you guys had to take the tornado, right? You know what I did? I ran into a tornado, didn't get launched, but didn't get killed, but I could DPS.
Weird.
I mean, the thing is,
That's
That is
crazy.
some weird leg compensation.
the thing is, if you're playing Condi Firebrand, you only have to take half the tornadoes. Because half the
Okay.
time you will have your renewed focus up. So you're
What is
just
that?
invulnerable through it. It's you're invulnerable, that resets the cooldowns on your tomes.
Oh, the
Oh,
the
so
elite.
Yeah, silly.
So invulnerable prevents you from dying to that too?
Yeah.
So do you think something like
Oh,
distortion
also,
protects you as
invulnerable
well?
prevents you from dying to the orange tornado, because I got rezzed in the orange tornado and didn't die, because I was able to run
Oh
out of
my
it.
god.
From my dream.
I mean, it's not. Distortion is not the same as invulnerable, right? So it might not work.
Yeah.
I'll have a
Wait, what
place
is this?
eternal alchemy.
Why is the fucking Quark on? Ah!
What are we doing?
What?
Hey, thanks for the raid.
Oh.
I'll definitely sign up for more.
Someone sent me a fucking mail.
Oh, wow.
5 gold?
Take care.
Yes. Wait,
gold.
did you send it to everyone?
No,
Nope, just to you, apparently.
That's so rude.
Aww,
Screw your ass.
favoritism.
Wow. Didn't even send it to the top DPS.
Look, maybe next time, right?
Alright.
Wait, we should maybe make that a thing. We like pool in some gold from people failing, and the top DPS at the end of the raids get the gold.
Hell yeah. I like money.
That's unfair though.
Actually,
So,
no.
so healers would
But
never
I'm a
get the gold.
kid!
No. There will be 2 awards. One award is for top DPS, and the second award is for
Not dying.
No.
For me.
It will be for adjusting. So basically, imagine someone dies, and the player that then takes up the role of the guy that died gets the second award.
Oh, I'm gonna get both. Big money.
If you look at the
Easy.
Sabir DPS report, I believe everyone except me and one other person went down multiple times.
I mean, I went down because of you, Blurgo. You didn't heal
Wait,
me
was
enough.
it the severe one? It was one of them. Where
One of the 2 bosses. What are they called again?
oh no, it wasn't severe. It was. Where was it? Oh, can't find it now. Weird. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run Condi Farband on every boss now.
Oh, it
Okay.
was CA the other day. 4
Because
people
Condi
didn't go
Farband
down
is
at all.
still... It's still good burst. And the thing is, I don't know if it's like after this patch or if they just changed the build, but it's like so good DPS.
But Dragon Hunter is probably better on something like KC.
KC probably, yeah. KC and CA, yeah. But like
Alright,
on everything else,
finish tier 1.
Condi Farband is very comfy.
I know your face from my dream.
Tier 1 of Ultra Shiny is complete.
Like, Bart told me that, hey, the Condi Farband build got changed. And I switched to that, and I got like an improvement of 4k DPS on phase 1 of Sabir. I went up to like, what is it, 28k on first phase? And that's including the break bar.
Yep.
It's pretty good. Like, you get like the burn on the Sword of Justice, and it does a shit ton. And if you get Sword of Justice instead of what's it called, Purging Flames.
But I have to say, the raids are looking a lot cleaner. Like, for having new people on Xera, we got her down all the way to low percentage very fast.
Yeah.
And I mean here too, these 2 bosses, for 5 people not knowing them, died fairly quick too. So I think at the moment I'm quite satisfied with the raid team. The only thing that we could improve
Last
with-
week I was disappointed though.
yeah.
Last week I was like, oh fuck dude, I don't want eternal training rates on Wing 1. Please. Just one-shot everything at some
Yeah,
point.
the thing on Wing 1 was the DPS. Like we had issues with DPS there.
Was last week when we like failed Tabitha like 5 different ways in the first like phase of it?
Yeah,
Wait,
we
what?
had like a
wasn't
random
there.
going up cannons, and it was like we did 5 pulls and he never got launched, and it was so sad.
But every single time it was a different way of failing it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Will got bullied a lot. He didn't know the mechanics, and then the fucking boss chose him all the time.
Yeah.
Never
I
let him
feel
live
like
it
the
down.
bosses can tell if you don't know the mechanics, or if you don't want to do the mechanics. They just pick you every time. That's why Matthias always picks Baldur.
Because I don't know mechanics?
No, because you don't
Yeah.
want to do them.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Like on Sabbath, I actually get a pretty relaxed job because I usually, like last week, I got the green bomb for a grand total of 2 times.
I missed the green bomb a grand total of 2 times.
Yeah, good job, Blurgo.
That's not something to be proud of, though.
Yeah.
Hashtag blurgo.
Yeah, what the fuck,
I am
there,
Blurgo.
guys?
That's 5 gold, Blurgo.
Oh no.
Okay, so all this gold from fails is obviously pulled into my mailbox. I will keep it, like,
Are you gonna start doing the wooden
until...
potatoes thing where you don't own any of the stuff on your account?
I mean, if you want, we can do our own ERP. Elitist trading party.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Casual raiding party. By the way,
I mean, if
I'm gonna
Mazzy were
watch
here,
that.
we would have had a very different reaction to that statement.
yes.
I'm gonna watch that when I think it's next week on Saturday.
I'll
It's gonna
stop
be
my
fun.
stream now. Bye everyone on Twitch.
Oh,